And it says we can do one thing, but when we really get out and really want to do it, we want to do it so much we don't even know. And we've gone through this curriculum-based liturgy, and we still don't even, I still need to know more. You know, but this, we're talking about, again, releasing folks to do some things. So without any further ado, all the way from Utah, this is my good friend, Kalen Hall.
Well, guys, thank you for the warm welcome, and it's a great privilege of mine to be here today. What I'd like to do is, how do I work this thing? Yeah, all right. Well, that is me. That's Caleb Hall. I'm going to show you a couple of pictures. Yeah, no, this picture was me. Right here. There you go. That guy right there? That guy was in pretty good shape a long time ago. So was that guy. This guy was playing football up in the Canadian Football League. And I show these pictures because health and wellness has always been a passion of mine. I've often been the type of guy that wanted to go out to do things that a lot of people told me that I could never do. So in the area that I grew up in, as far as in my college days, there's a whole bunch of network marketing companies. So I got to know a lot of people in the industry, an awful lot of people. Along that I-15 beltway, within a 45-mile area, you have about 60 different companies. And in the institution that I went to college at, you know, we were often hired out to work for those companies in the summertime. And so I had the great privilege of working for numerous companies. And from that, I extended my hand into dabbling a little bit into the distributor workforce. And so I did a little bit on the other side. And the long and short of it is I was given an opportunity through a good friend of mine to come work at SISEL. Why did I choose to come work at SISEL? It's a very good reason. Because of my boss, Aaron Renner, Vice President of Worldwide Sales, and because of Tom Meyer Sr. Those individuals have a passion about what they do. I'm going to tell you a little story about Tom Sr. real quickly. Does anybody know what brake fluid is? Brake fluid, so you can drink that, right? No, you can't drink that. But you know that goes in shampoo, right? That's one of the main ingredients in shampoo. Okay. What about you guys know what engine degreaser is? Okay. You guys can rub that in your hair, right? Put it on your knees, use it a little ashy. You can do that, right? No, you can't do that. But they put that in shampoo. Okay. What about floor wax? You guys know what that is? Everybody know what that is? Antifreeze. Okay. All those things are some of the byproducts or raw ingredients that go into shampoos. And what started Tom Sr. on a mission is because the simple fact that a friend of his asked him to build him a shampoo. Tom said, I can do that. Sure, it's not a problem at all. You know, he had an industrial chemical company that he owned, that they made, floor wax for the RCA Dome and for Walmart and Sam's and all these different companies. So he knows the chemistry of the ingredient base. So what Tom did, he simply went into his bathroom, he took a thing of shampoo, and he started going to the back of the labels and the ingredients. And what did he saw? He saw these things. All right? He saw that there was brake fluid, engine degreaser, antifreeze, and the floor wax that were in the shampoo. So what did Tom do? He said, this is garbage. He grabbed all those things up, he threw them in the garbage can. He said, my kids are not going to do this. So he started making products out of the sink in his home. Come from very humble backgrounds. Okay, he's a hard-working man. He is a person that knows what sweat of your brow means. You talk about a guy who worked an entire summer, to earn a nickel. And he means, when he says that, he means that, because let me tell you, he's pretty tight around the waist a little bit when it comes to the dollar. Well, one thing that he does do is he makes sure that he can give people what they need. He's heavily involved to all the science and production of everything that we have in our plant. Grayson already went over the Maurer mission. He already went over the fact that it's debt-free and all these different things. But you got to understand the gravity of what he's talking about. Now, you have a billionaire, someone who can do anything they possibly want. And I often ask Tom, why do you do this, Tom? Why are you here at 6 o'clock in the morning? Okay? How come you're here before any of the employees? We come walking in at 8 o'clock, 9, and we like, man, we see the car, and we're like, man, this guy's always at work. And when we leave, 5 o'clock, his car's still there. I come back by going to a basketball game, 7:30, 8 o'clock, his car's still at the office. Why is that? Because he's very driven. He's driven by the fact that he knows his cause in life is to make sure everyone is taken care of. And what he does, he comes up with some of the most extravagant products that ever are created through natural science. And he's an amazing person. And you guys, if you get to know him on an intimate level, like Grayson had the opportunity to, you got to realize that he's real. He's genuine. He's a real dude. He's 69 years old. He's down to earth. He's funny. He's a great guy. And I appreciate the opportunity to work along with him. Now, he built $1 billion trademark. You guys all know that. This is his old building, New Ways, the one that Grayson told you he sold. Okay? This particular building, you can see it from our headquarters, in our office now. It sits off the west side of the freeway. And what Tom wants to do is, he wants to build a 17-story building for SISEL. So this is 4. He wants to build 17. You know, it's already been engineered, all the drawings have been put in and submitted to the city. But the city wants us to give them a fire truck that can actually reach up 17 levels. So we're in a little pitting fight right now. But the reason I show this, Tom Sr. calls this old ways, okay? Some of this is old ways. This is called the fruits of his labors, okay? He sold that, he's done with that. You know, he built $1 billion trademark. Now, what do we have here, guys? You guys all, who's been to the manufacturing plant? All right. You raise your hand, please? So you guys have seen this place. What would you guys say? Pretty phenomenal? Woo! Yeah, it's pretty out of this world. Okay? Very clean. Yes. Very clean. Okay? Now, with that being said, guys, what can we do as a company? I often ask myself, what can we do as a company? You guys know what we can do as a company?
Anything.
Anything's possible. That's what I'm looking for. We can do anything that you want to do. Okay? The abilities to achieve can only be done by the forces of the people that are working for you, alongside you. We're all business partners. We say business partners, that's what I think is meant by that. We're partners. We're partners in the same endeavors. And I really do appreciate the opportunity I had to be able to meet Grayson, because when Grayson tells the story as he got off the plane, he was looking for me. Well, I was looking for him when he got off the plane. Because a good friend of both of ours now, AK, said, hey, Caleb, you're going to really enjoy Grayson. He's a great guy. He says, you guys are going to mesh and meet with. And we did. And I'm not just saying that to edify Grayson here in front of you guys. I truly mean what I say. Because I love the fact that we have genuine people doing real genuine things. And that's what he is. He's a genuine person. And I know he's doing the things he's doing today, not because he has to, because he wants to. He wants to share. And that's why I'm here. You know, I didn't have to come here. I know Grayson and the team that you guys have here are more than prepared and more than able to take care of this here. But we want to make sure we let you know that we're here to support you no matter where you guys are. We're here to give anything we possibly can to make sure that you're successful. And that's what Tom wants us to do. He wants us to go out to the masses and make sure everyone who comes to the SISEL does it for the right reasons. You talk about our mission. You guys understand what the our mission is. We talk about the global opportunity. This is Tom Sr. and Tom Jr. But we talk about the SISEL name and brand moving forward. The mission of what SISEL has is it wants to bring cutting-edge products to everyone on earth. That's his sole purpose. He wants to bring the most highly effective raw ingredients to the marketplace. And he wants to do them in amounts that actually work for the human body. Because there's a lot of, he calls it flim-flam companies out there. And a flim-flam company at Tom, you know, he's a cowboy. He comes up with some crazy words. But a flim-flam company is a company that doesn't have much substance to it. It doesn't have much passion. It doesn't have much efficacy. And our products are very efficacious. They're products that truly work. And we want people to be on those products for the simple fact that we know that they need them. And along with that, you talk about a commission-based structure that allows any individual who gets involved with the company to be successful. And we're not talking about these things that fat cats are getting fatter, as Tom would say. You know, we're not all about fat cats getting fatter. We're about everybody universally working together for one common goal, which is to do what? Meet what they are looking for in the company. And what that is very different. Everyone's niche market is going to be different. You know, everyone's ambitions towards what they're looking for is going to be different. But at the end of the day, I think we're helping everyone. Because in this company, we have no other choice. It was a very interesting conversation I was having back here with my good friend Rob Chris. And Rob was just saying, you know what, I wonder if I can get Grayson to come do some speaking engagements with me. And he said, man, but I'm not in this line. And then, I knew what Grayson was going to say. Grayson doesn't care. It doesn't matter what line you're in. We're all in the SISEL line. Okay? We're all in the SISEL line. Cross line has no effect on people being unified. But that's what type of person Rob is. That's what type of person Grayson is. That's the type of company SISEL is. You know, we're not all about this pitting people against each other, the teams, organizations. Tom care less. He doesn't even know what those things are. We want people to be helped in the way that they need to be helped by whomever is willing to help them. And that should be a combined effort by everyone involved with this company. And you have to talk about support. We are here to support you. I guarantee you this. If you need something, and we can possibly do it. You know what? Grayson asked if you guys can please email me questions. Please do, because you know what? As these guys have come aboard, we have seen an immense amount of activity in the United States. Okay? My job is to kind of turn over a new leaf. When I first started this company, we were down to, I was really working with, 10 to 15 people. And now that's jacked up to about 70 to 80 people that I'm working with personally. But I know with the efforts and things that are going on right now, that's gonna be into the hundreds of thousands quickly.